It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This one taken just inside the 10. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
Elijah Moore really started to come on in the 2021 season as a rookie out of Ole Miss. Saw 8 or more targets in 4 of his last 5 games and ended up leading the team in yardage. Expect to see a lot more first downs like we just saw there in this young man's future.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one left side caught by Berrios. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Braxton Berrios, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pickett to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It gets it complete to Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Steelers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now Pickett on 4th down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 7-7, our score after 1. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now here's another carry for Harris. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. Finds through, and now a crease. Stiff-armed him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Again, it's Harris, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready. So
many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and
caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin from 4 yards out. And the Steelers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Straight ahead is Hall. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. And then down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now Austin. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And an update now from down in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one moving forward as we wrap up the first month of NFL football. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pickett sets up play action. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. But Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Pickett right back to the air again. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. It's complete to Watt. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of them?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond.
And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with Harris. They find some open field here. A solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. But 207 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run again with Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried to dump off, lost yardage. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's only gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They run for it with Harris, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Hall to start the drive. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And this one too low.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Again, it's Harris on second down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week. Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 12, Pickett. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. Finding space at the 40. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 41 yards. And the Steelers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked out by Carl Joseph. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Harris going to get it again on second down.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Charles, a lot of happy faces headed